How you doing, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I like the shirt. They'll hook you up with all that kind of gear now, right?
Yeah, man, nearly anything I want. It's magical,
Nice, nice. Yeah, a little bit different than at a small division too, right?
completely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, congratulations. First off,
Thank you.
it's crazy. We never expected anything to when we started the football program. We were just like, all right, we're starting football. We never expected to have anybody in the NFL this quickly, and you've impressed us immensely.
Thank you. It's on a flip side, it's not that I didn't expect to make a 53 man, but it's like it happened so much quicker. I want to say easier, but the path like I've taken so far, it's just been so quick for me. Like it's like it's finally happened, and like just like that, it seems like it happened so quick.
Yeah, and coming out of the draft, a little disappointed that you didn't get drafted per se. But you had a good number of offers on the table, and I'm a little disappointed you didn't choose to go to the Vikings. But that's my team. But people were
Actually,
looking at you, right?
yeah. Actually, the funny thing is, Minnesota was actually one of my favorite teams too. So I was, I met Rick Spillman and another guy in the front office at the regional combine, and it was just great to talk to him because I told him I'm a big fan and everything, and it was cool. But I don't know if they were too interested, but yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer. But of course, on another choice, I could have chosen to go to Chicago with Coach Furry, and I think it was the hardest thing, me telling him that I wasn't gonna go there because I didn't think it was my best chance. They drafted with two or three receivers and picked up four or five undrafted. So listening to my agents and just all the advice that was coming in those couple minutes, I had to tell him, and that was the hardest part. I felt like I had disappointed him in that, but he's been supporting me the whole way through, and he's just as happy for me being able to make this 53-man roster.
Definitely. And having somebody like Coach Furry, kind of those last 2 years that you were at Limestone, did that really help make a difference when you think about kind of going back through the process of the draft and the signing period?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, he helped more than that. He helped get my name out there and elevate my game and elevate our team. And honestly, if I had to thank one person outside of my family, it would definitely be him because he pushed me to where I am today. But yeah, he's helped tremendously. Like he's just taking care of all the steps and pointing us in the right direction.
Now, you did some impressing yourself when you went to the South Carolina Pro Day. You ran, what, a 4.340, and you opened up so many eyes there. Did it ever feel like from that point on that it really could happen? You really were going to make the NFL?
Yeah. I mean, because finishing last season, I didn't play the last game of the season because an ankle injury. Coach Ferris just telling me, that's not a problem. They'll overlook that, blah, blah, blah. And then getting my training started. And then, I got an email that I was on the bubble for getting in the combine. And not making that was disappointing, of course. And not making any big bowl games was disappointing. But I didn't take it for granted going to the the CGS bowl game. That was a good experience, nevertheless. But, those are a couple of bummers. And then, being able to go to South Carolina's pro day, that's like, okay, I'm glad I'll get some eyes on me and just performing as well as I did. It's not like it was unexpected, but I was just nervous, like going through all my training. My trainer would tell me, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, just keep repeating it. It should happen just like this. And to see it happen exactly like that on the pro day, it was big. But yeah, it opened a lot of eyes for me. And I think it helped people see like, okay, he just doesn't look good on tape against D2 guys. His numbers actually look good too, so we might be able to take him.
So now that you've gone through a little bit of preseason, one of the storylines that I saw throughout preseason was that you always were asking your fellow receivers on the Texans questions. You were very, you're a student of the game, if you will. Talk about kind of having those experienced receivers with you and what you've learned from them already.
Well, first of all, it's on my fan side is big because Hops from South Carolina, Bruce Ellington's from South Carolina, even other players, Deshaun, Jadavion, J. Joe. they're all from the state of South Carolina, so it's big, just coming to a roster where, it's guys I've talked about for the longest now. But it's also helped me out too because, when Hop and Bruce heard I'm from South Carolina, they're like, oh, for real? That was like an immediate connection with those two, and they looked out for me since then. And anytime, even when I'm not asking questions, if I'm short on a route or I should come and make this certain block, Hop will tell me, like, he'll be like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, look out for this. And it helps. And, it's easy for me as a rookie to be able to open up to him and ask him questions because it's not like that everywhere. Not all veterans are as open. So they've definitely been open to me. So I appreciate that.
All right. So now tell me, it's final day. 53-man rosters are coming out. When you knew that your name was going to be listed on there, what kind of emotions came over you?
Honestly, I didn't know so you have Friday when they were calling people to do the cuts, and we're all sitting in a locker room just waiting, to see who they come and get. And if they come and get you, that's bad. You don't want to hear anything. So that Friday, I didn't hear anything in the locker room. I made it basically to the end of that period, and I was like, that's it. I didn't have my name called, and then, but the period doesn't close to 3 p.m. that Saturday, so I was still a little nervous, because they could cut me, put me on practice squad, trade me, all of that, all of the above. But right around 2:50, my agent texted me, he said, congratulations. And that's when it was just like a whole bunch of emotions of excitement. It's like, it's not a stressful period, but at the same time, it's a little stressful because you don't know. It's a business at the end of the day. But I mean, for me to make it, it's not like I didn't expect it, but for me to make it is definitely, I feel like I proved something at just that point. But now I feel like I can prove a lot more. I feel like I was saying earlier to another reporter, like I got over all the limitations and expectations that reporters and analysts and other people have put on me. I feel like I got over that just making a 53-man, and now I want to see how great I could be.
Definitely. And, you're going to get to prove how great you get to be this weekend with you guys going up to New England. Now,
Yeah.
I think Ernest told you a little bit, Gillette Stadium's been rather kind to Limestone in the past. So hopefully you'll have a nice big day. Kind of what's this feeling going into the first weekend? You excited? You nervous? A little bit of butterflies? Anything like that?
I think the preseason helped a little bit to get some butterflies out. Just to see the speed of the game a little bit. But I mean, I'm not much of a nervous person. I'm more of an anxious type person. I think after a couple of snaps and reps, I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm excited though. I'm anxious. I'm just ready to start the game and get to fill it out for the first time. I mean, like I said, I'm still excited from just making a roster. So it's all overwhelming in just a week for me. But I'm excited definitely, and I think I'll be well prepared.
Well, you had a few highlights in the preseason. Obviously, the touchdown, rolling over, coming up. You were rather excited about that one. We got a couple pictures to prove that. Was that really what kind of made you stand out to the coaching staff, the general managers, to make that 53-man? Or was there any particular moment through the preseason that you were like, maybe this turned the tide?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was one thing. The first game I didn't have any receptions, but I felt like, I did a couple of things right. But they were still telling me, they want to see some production out of me. They want to see what I'm able to do. Because, like I said, coming from D2 school, they want to make sure I can perform as a guy on a higher level. So making those two plays, I think definitely helped me for one, seeing, okay, he is what we think he is. And two, I think honestly making that one tackle in the Cowboys game on special teams, I think that definitely helped me out too because now they can see I can make a play in a special teams game too.
Yeah. Well, Vyncint, thank you for sitting down here for just a couple minutes. We do wish you all the best of luck. And, while I'll be cheering for the Vikings in my true life, I'm always going to have Houston in the back of my head, making sure I watch that number 17 jersey.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I thank you for this interview.
All right. Thanks, man. You have a great night.
All right. You too.